We're getting set to drop the puck here in New Prague, First Bank and Trust Arena for this JV matchup between New Prague and Orono. We got a fun night here in New Prague. The Battle of the Trojans. As the puck drops, Orono wins this faceoff. They try to get deep. Zach Gilbertson says no. And now Orono is offside 6 seconds into the game. This faceoff will be number 16, Gavin Wunderlich, versus number 3, Henry Hunsley for Orono. Wunderlich wins it. Gilbertson mishandles in his own zone, and it goes behind Dylan Keno in net. Now Tayin Krocek tries to break it out for New Prague. After a little scrum, New Prague will get it out. Gavin Wunderlich will shoot it deep. That puck is gloved by number 2, Alexander Johnson for Orono. Gilbertson keeps it deep on net. In net for Orono, number 35, Steven Anderson. Standing 6'3", weighing in 160, tall and lengthy. Now the second line for New Prague, Jaden Manley taking the draw. David Johnson to his right, Joe Newman to his left. And Hudson Herbeck's going to keep that puck in the zone for a little bit here. Now it's 38. That's Nolan Gielen. And Orono will successfully get it out. No ice. Keaton Dunham to gather the puck with 2 guys on him. Throws it up the boards. Joe Newman can't quite get to it. Now Gielen throws it back, attempting to get it in, and they do. Not deep. Now they get it deep. That's 39, Jackson Gerlach. As Hudson Herbeck gets right over the defenseman's head, but they're calling no icing. It's tipped. And Jaden Manley with a hard forecheck there for New Prague. Now Orono will get it out on a clean breakout. Here's Gerlach. Shot saved by Dylan Keno. Now Vosepka tries to get it out. He gets tied up. Orono keeps it in. And now finally Vosepka will get it out. And Orono gets it back in. Almost. There we go. Now Cooper Diaz back to retrieve. Skates behind Dylan. Gets poked away. Carter Cloutier flips it up the half. And now he'll try to skate it out. New Prague's got numbers if Carter advances here. Carter Cloutier drops it right back to Orono. That's number 18, Kalen Colby. But now Vosepka turns over at the blue line, shot just wide. Orono finally gets it out, but not too far as Carter Cloutier makes a good pinch, gets it back into Orono's zone. There's a turnover. Caleb Schmitz, backhand, save, what a save. Steven Anderson with a huge right pad save on Caleb Schmitz. He was all alone with numbers. Made a good move, but the save was better. Now Wunderlich wins it back to Krocek, and Krocek will get it deep. Alexander Johnson clears the puck out, and that should be offsides. They're not going to call it. Now Zach Gilbertson retrieves for New Prague. Now he'll skate. Zach crosses the blue, puts it on net, saved by Anderson, redirected into the left corner of him. Now Henches throws it up the ice. 40 Rutherford to try to get it in, and it looked like a trip, but they're not going to call it. Good glove by Dylan, and that rebound is put just wide of the net. Oh, that should be interference, but they're also not going to call that one, as Tayin Krocek, good forecheck there on Van de Poot. Orono's going to get right back out. Jade Manley turns it over in the neutral zone, and he's fighting to get that puck back in. Now David Johnson puts a move on Alexander Johnson, but he'll continue to get the puck in. Cooper dives to retrieve behind Dillon. Jade Manley helps him out, gets it up to Johnson. And the Johnson for Orono will keep it back in the zone, and it's right in front. Good save by Dillon. Off of Owen Shaber's shot, which bounced off the backboard and popped right out in front to Dillon. Shot by Orono off the draw. Number 9, Wyatt Schaldroff. Now a mess in front of Dillon, but he comes out with a save as David Johnson clears it out of bounds over the glass. Puck will be back in the zone. Orono with 4 shots, New Prague with 2. Score 0-0, 10:54 to play in the first. It'll be Caleb Schmitz versus Kalen Colby on the draw. As a tie-up, and Aiden Estrom comes out with it and gets it out. Now number 14, Tyler Renner, will get it in for Orono. And Carter Cloutier tries to retrieve, but he gets pressured. Now the puck's in front of the net. Dillon doesn't know where it is, and he finally grabs it. It's under his pad, no whistle. It's below the whistle. Finally a stoppage in play after Dillon tracks the puck a few times and makes a good save. Now a scrum in the corner in Orono zone, or New Prague zone. And Aiden Estrom will successfully get it out. It's not going to have enough to be an ice. Geelan throws it back behind his net. And Orono tries to get it out. Zach Gilbertson keeps it in, puts a shot just wide of the net. Now Caleb Schmitz back in the neutral zone. Pressured by Gerlach, and it goes all the way in. Aiden Estrom will support. Throw it across ice. Bodie Vosepka cannot gather it. Now Renner for Orono. Skate behind his goalie. Throw it up the half. Aiden Estrom put some good forecheck pressure on there. But Orono's going to try to skate it out here. Zach Gilbertson, good pinch in the neutral zone. Orono tries to get it deep. Keaton Dunham throws it right up the ice to Bodie. Now Vosepka crosses the blue, gets it deep. Now number 4, Van de Poot, throws it up, and that should be an icing. Untouched by either teams, and the puck will come right back down to the right of Anderson. Wunderlich versus Johnson. That's Drew Johnson on Orono. They have a few Johnsons, as long as our David Johnson. Refs are bringing in a new center. It's going to be Taden Krocek versus Will Henches. Henches gets the best of Krocek on this one, and Orono's going to break it out. Now Henches skates past the red, and he'll get right past Keaton Dunham. Henches behind Dylan Kino, throws it up to his point. Van de Poot tries to get it right back in. Henches throws it right back to 4. Now Henches on the half, throws it in the middle. Nothing there for Drew Johnson as Logan Muschitz will walk the line. Pressured by Brooks, Hagen, but New Prague still can't get it out. There's good pressure from Gavin. New Prague's got a 3-on-2. Gavin dumps it in. Logan Muschitz to gather, throws it right up the boards. Good pressure by Krocek. Now it's Carter Cloutier for New Prague. Throws it in off the stick of Vandepoot. That'll go right to Anderson, but Muschitz intercepts it. Good move behind the net by Logan Muschitz. And he'll try to find a pass, but I don't think it was tipped, and it's going to be an ice. Now Jaden Manley versus Nash Winkler for Orono. Winkler wins it. And then a weird bounce off the glass. Here's Schlotterloff. He'll throw it in, just wide of the net. Jaden Manley's the first guy to the puck. Tries to get it out. Held in by Schlotterloff. Now Cloutier will get it out. David Johnson with the puck for New Prague. Throws it up back to the Orono defenseman. Jaden Manley makes a good move, gets it in the zone. David Johnson with some good pressure, makes a good hit. Now Joe Newman joins the game. He'll get the puck right back deep. Gielan for Orono throws it up the wall. It's number 40, Rutherford. Will try to get it out, but New Prague sends it right back in. Now Gielan up to Rutherford, and Rutherford leaves it for Winkler. Rutherford takes the puck back. He'll try to get a shot, a weak one, right into the gut of Dylan Keno. Off some good defense by Keaton Dunham. Just the way Jaden Manley forechecks is unreal. The size on the kid, and he just puts sustained pressure on the kids that are 4 feet bigger than him. Now Orono wins the draw, and they keep it in the zone. Now number 18, Kalen Colby, does a good job of protecting the puck, but New Prague will get it out. Here's Aiden Estrom, he's got speed. He'll go around the defenseman, try to throw it on. Good stick there by number 14, Tyler Renner. Colby tries to get it right back to his center, Hensley, but they can't. Now they got to reset here. Colby's going to try again, but he turns it over. Good hit by Aiden Estrom. Now Estrom tries to throw it. Caleb Schmitz right there. It is. It's in! Bodie Vosepka. Good passing from New Prague, and Vosepka tucks it in. 1-0 New Prague. That's Vosepka from Schmitz and Estrom. Great determination there by Estrom. First making a good hit, getting the puck deep to Schmitz, and Schmitz throws it right in front for Vosepka. It's 1-0 New Prague. Now Henches loses the puck in his feet. Try to get it deep. Oh, that should be a cross check. They're not going to call it. Orono gets it in. Dylan Keno plays the puck right behind his net. Brooks Hagen now, gets absolutely cross-checked into the boards. And they are calling a penalty on this one as Cooper Diaz gets it. Dirty hit by the Orono player. And he will be going to the box. I would assume it's only a 2-minute this time. Calling him for cross-check. And it's going to be number 12, Clayton Forsyth. As he's having a little talk with the refs. The refs aren't having it. They're going to send him right there. As he's trying to get his coach's attention, but his coach wants nothing to do with him. It's Forsyth for 2 minutes for cross-checking. Now it's a New Prague power play. Gielan gets pinched off by Estrom. And now Vosepka, the goal scorer, throws it up to Herbeck. Herbeck over to Diaz. Diaz gets it deep. It's right to Caleb Schmitz. As you can hear Forsyth still chirping away in the bench, or in the box. Now Schmitz throws it to Vosepka. He fumbles the puck, and Orono tries to get it out. Herbeck keeps it in. Nestrom the first one to the puck. Gets it into Schmitz. Schmitz has time. Throws it up to Herbeck. Herbeck's shot off the pad of Vosepka. Right back to Diaz. Diaz backhand to Estrom. Good move by Estrom. Estrom drives shot right into the gut of Anderson. 1:08 left on the power play. And New Prague is going to change the forwards on here. We got Joe Newman, Jaden Manley, and David Johnson. Manley facing off against Drew Johnson. Drew Johnson comes away. But Cooper Diaz keeps it in. Now Jaden Manley with time. Throws it to Joe Newman, but he fans on it. Now Diaz with the puck. Diaz shot just high of the net. Herbeck, good pinch. Can't get it deep enough, though. As Orono, number 4, Van de Poot will get it out. David Johnson for New Prague, the first one of the puck. He'll throw it up to Diaz. Diaz with speed, crosses the blue, gets slashed, gets it deep. Now Jaden Manley panics with the puck, but now he has it in front with a second chance. Joe Newman, nothing there. Cooper Diaz throws it down to Newman. Newman pressured on the boards, but he gets it deep. Good job by Joe. Once again, a great forecheck here from Jaden Manley. Keeping the puck as his own, in his zone for the power play. Joe Newman comes out with it, looking for options. He's got 2 guys in front. Joe passes it up to Herbeck at the point. Right behind Herbeck, there's pressure. He does a good job evading Kolar. Now Krocek. Taden Krocek gets it deep. Jaden Manley, once again, is there. Now Kolar, with the full-strength Orono team, will just throw it down. That won't be an ice, as Carter Coutier will play it before the red line. Now we'll throw it up, break it out to Brooks Hagen, as Winkler pressures Krocek off the puck. In goes Orono. Winkler with Colby, shot on the left pad of Dylan Keno. No rebound there. Now Gielan won't play the puck because it is an icing. Good looks on the New Prague power play, just couldn't get one past Anderson. You're playing the power play very wide, not getting many opportunities in front of the net, but had possession almost the whole 2 minutes. Now it's Wunderlich versus Winkler, but Winkler will get kicked out, and Colby will come in to take it. Colby wins it. Coutier gets past Muschitz, and Krocek will get it in the zone. Brooks Hagen loses the puck in his feet, but Wunderlich's there to support him. And New Prague will keep it in momentarily. But now Colby will get it out for Orono. A good stick by Zach Gilbertson to keep it in the neutral zone. Colby passes the red line, shoots it right at the ref, can't quite get deep. And Winkler finally gets it deep for Orono. Gilbertson throws it behind his net. Cloutier's the first guy there. Muschitz keeps it in for Orono. And now he's got the puck again. Shot off the pad of Zach Gilbertson. That could have been scary. Goes just high of the net for Dylan. Not sure how much he saw. Taden Krocek, good pass to Brooks Hagen. Brooks crosses the blue as he's hit by Muschitz. Puck is deep. Now it's Gielan. Throws it up to half for Rutherford. And Rutherford's hooked and brought down, but they're not going to call it. Caleb Schmitz got away with that one. Hudson Herbeck throws it up to Bodie. Bodie backhands blindly. Can't quite get a good play out of that. As Henches clears it for Orono. Hensley on a forecheck, but Dunham gets it out for New Prague. Now Keno leaves it for Keaton Dunham. And Orono throws one front. Good save there by Dylan. That's number 3, Hunsley on the shot. Now good walk by Renner as he shoots into pads. Puck's in the slot, bouncing out. Good play by Keaton to use his body. And wow, that's a high puck. And it's going to be on net, no ice. Great play by Keaton Dunham. As Anderson plays it to his right. New Prague's got the puck now in the neutral zone as Schmitz dangling around two guys. Gets it up to Bodie Vosetka, but he mishandles it. And it should be off for New Prague. A few mishandles here for New Prague. Need to work on getting the puck deep. Forecheck's good. Just get it past these defensemen. It's going to be Gerlach versus Manley. Gerlach gets it back to his defenseman as David Johnson's pressuring. And Carter Cloutier fans on it. Whoa, what a backhand shot from, I believe that was Gerlach. Just goes high of the net. Dylan Keno did not know what to expect there. Went just over his glove as Joe Newman picks off a good pass in the slot, but it is going to be icing. What a creative shot there from Gerlach. Dylan Keno was not expecting it. Right over the glove, but just high of the net. Lucky for him. Now Schlotterloff tries to win it at the net as Brooks Hagen comes out and he's pressured. Gavin Wunderlich attempts to clear the zone, can't. Orono keeps it in. Keaton Dunham first one to the puck with 10 seconds left in the period. And Keaton will clear it in 5 seconds now. Gerlach with the puck. And that'll do it for the first period here in New Prague. Two-minute intermission here in New Prague. Thought both teams looked well. Things that are working well for New Prague, getting the pucks deep. Forechecks working well. We just need to get a little more net presence, get the puck in front of the net, get the puck to the point. Orono, I think they just need to clean up their neutral zone a little bit. If they can do that, they'll get pucks deep, and they have a pretty good forecheck too. And Dylan Keno's letting some pucks loose. I think if they just crash the net, I think they're going to find one here. Second period's getting ready to go back underway as Wunderlich will take the draw against Drew Johnson. Cloutier over to Gilbertson as Kolar pressures. And Gilbertson will do it himself. He'll get it out here. He's got speed. Makes a move, shot, and the goalie doesn't see it. It's in! Over the glove of Anderson. What a shot from Zach Gilbertson. 2-0, New Prague. Little sidestep from Gilbertson, and it bounces right off the glove of Anderson. Great play from Zach, our defensive defenseman, making a rush and making something out of it. That should be 37, Zach Gilbertson, unassisted. As Cloutier will cross the red, try to get it deep, but he's pressured by Colby. Now Johnson, Drew Johnson, shot, saved by Dylan. Now it's Alexander Johnson. He'll get it deep for Orono. They try to throw it in the slot. Zach Gilbertson will get it out. That shouldn't be an ice as the puck sits. 14 Renner, throw it up the boards. Now Kolar will skate it out. Orono with numbers. As Hudson Herbeck, great D by Hudson, gets it out of the zone. Colby resets, passes it to Renner. Renner, flat-footed, throws it up to Alexander Johnson, who tries to get it in, but once again, Hudson Herbeck stands him up at the blue. Now Wunderlich will chip it deep. Now Renner drops it. Good play by David Johnson as they get it out once again. Really sticking them up at the blue line here. Renner tries to enter again. Shot, saved by Kino. And David Johnson clears. Bad pass there by Winkler. But Orono gathers. They're not going to call too many men. High stick there by Henches. And they're not going to blow it dead either. Now Henches gets it deep. Keaton Dunham's the first guy for New Prague to the puck. Throws it at the boards. Turns it over. No Orono, but Orono turns it right back to David Johnson. Johnson had his defenseman with speed, but he decided to hesitate. Now the ref, once again, stops the puck from getting out of the zone. Geelan tries to break out. Henches can't. Shot wide from David Johnson as Keaton Dunham tries to pinch. Now in the neutral zone, Keaton keep battling. Good play by Hudson Herbeck once again. Third time this shift that he hasn't let Orono in this zone. Now Orono gets it deep. Keaton Dunham lays a good hit on Hensley. And Orono has it in front, but it goes on Kino. Kino redirects. Kino again. Covers up, play is stopped. Shots are 12-6 Orono. 12:06 left in the second. As you can see, Kino tracking the puck, getting the job done like he always does. Now it's Owen Shaber for Orono, and Caleb Schmidt shoots it down right off the face-off. Aiden Estrom with speed. He's going to try to beat his defender. Good battle there by Estrom. Throws the defender into the boards. Good pinch there by Zach. And now, Estrom and Vosepka again are a little touchy at the blue line. Can't quite get it deep. Gilbertson tries, stopped by Alexander Johnson. Johnson throws it back to his D partner. Now Orono is going to try to break it out. Hunsley gets stopped at the red line. As Aiden Estrom puts pressure on Alexander Johnson. And now Caleb Schmitz has it in the neutral zone. He'll skate circles in the neutral. Try to get it deep. Aiden Estrom can't. Now Carter Cloutier will get it deep. Vosepka hard on Henner. Oh, and Vosepka gets taken down from behind just like Brooks Hagen did, but there's going to be no call on this one. As that's Gerlach, who pressures Vosepka in the corner again, and he'll skate it out with speed. Now Dunham throws it right to Forsyth. Good shot by Forsyth. Good blocker by Dylan Keno. Good save. Forsyth, great battle. Keeps it in the zone. Hudson Herbeck now throws it up the boards. It'll get out. Aiden Estrom can't quite gather the puck. Forsyth enters back. Looked like he was going to shoot from the goal line. Fanned on it. Goes around to Geelan. Geelan throws the puck to the slot. Gerlach can't quite handle it. As Herbeck throws it out to the netting. I'd like to give a quick shout out to my boy Joey Bush, watching at home. Can't quite make it tonight after getting the famous Nerovirus. Joey, we love you. Praying for a speedy recovery. And we're going to miss you tonight. As Brooks Hagen try to clear the puck off the glass. Logan Muschitz does a good job of keeping it in. Logan Muschitz, the cousin of New Prague's very own Caden Muschitz. As Tated Krocek, some call him Crow, will get the puck in, and he'll be the first on it. Orono tries to clear, and they do, right through the feet of Carter Cloutier. It's a 2-on-1 for Orono. Forsyth and Colby. Colby's shot right off the pad of Dylan. Forsyth couldn't quite get the rebound. Good play there by Dylan. Knowing the situation. Making the save. Also a good play by Zach Gilbertson, who's having a great game today. Now Geelan keeps it in, fumbles with the puck, can't get a great shot, as Renner will get a good shot. As Colby is on the ice and trying to tackle Carter Cloutier down by the legs, but he fails. Hit the gym. New Prague wins the faceoff. Hudson Herbeck brings it around. Joe Newman gets pressured. Can't quite get it out. It's going to get back in the corner. Joe throws it to Keaton. Dunham pressured. Didn't know Kolar was there. There we go. Joe Newman will get it out as he's hit. Take a hit to make a big play, young man. Now Keaton Dunham throws it off the glass. He'll get it out. Jaden Manley tries to go through a man, as he should, because he's him. A lot of neutral zone play here in this game, as Joe Newman will get it deep. Anderson plays it off to his side. As David Johnson puts good pressure on Alexander Johnson. Johnson versus Johnson in this Trojan versus Spartan matchup. As Joe Newman gets it deep once again. Alexander Johnson throws it around the wall. And Renner will throw it up the glass. Henches will throw it to Winkler, and they'll get it out. But Keaton Dunham stops him from getting any further. Bodie Vosepka has the puck still after making a good move on the defenseman. Tries to get a pass to Keaton Dunham, but can't quite. There's Bodie Vosepka. Backhand. Oh, my goodness. Anderson did not see the puck. Good decision by Bodie. Just high the net. Now Bodie with the puck again. Throws it to Keaton Dunham. Dunham will shoot way wide of the net. The kick is no good. Estrom shot wide of the net. Right to Keaton Dunham, but he mishandles it. But good stick by Keaton to keep it in. That was going to be dangerous for Orono. Schmidt's in the corner. Pressured by Winkler, but he keeps the puck. Head up. Looking for an option. Turns it over, and Kolar tries to kill us sitting up here. Promise you that puck was coming right at me. I think we have these beautiful walls. Good face-off win from Wunderlich as Gilbertson throws it high of the net. Now it's a 2-on-1. Rutherford has Hunsley, but he mishandles the puck thanks to a great defensive play by Zach Gilbertson, and then he'll throw him down after because he can. Shout out to Zach Gilbertson playing an absolute great game here, playing like a dog, as I like to say. Now Orono, Rutherford will get it deep. Dylan Kenow will play it, ring it up the boards. Brooks Hagen has trouble, but sticks with it. And now Hagen will get it out, but not too far as Orono tries to get it back in. But Cloutier uses his good skate, and now he'll skate. Carter Cloutier stops, shot. Easy save for Anderson. Redirects it to the left of him. Orono clears. Wunderlich the first of the puck. Throws up the boards. David Johnson's there. Reverse hit on Logan Muschitz, and a big one. Muschitz recovers. He'll get the puck. Throws it to Schaber. Mishandles. Could have had a good rush there. Now Keaton Dunham going the other way with speed. Right into the skates of David Johnson. Interrupts the rush from Keaton Dunham. Now Gavin Wunderlich is gassed. He's just going to ring it around the boards. David Johnson chips it, but right to Orono. Now Hudson Herbeck lays the body. Good hit by Huddy. And New Prague gets it out, but not too far. Once again, Orono throws it right off the ref once again. Third time they've done that this game. And the second time we get a weird bounce off the glass. They're not going to call that one off, although I saw Kalen Colby on the other side. He was way off, but we'll play on. Now Joe Newman throws it right to Jaden Manley. He's a threat. Jaden Manley tries to do some fancy stuff. Can't quite convert. Now Aiden Estrom with the puck. Makes a nice little toe drag. Another move. Can't come out with it. Forsyth will break it out for Orono. Not so fast, says Hudson Herbeck. So he keeps the puck in. Now Renner won't go too far as Jaden Manley puts a stop to him, and he had Aiden Estrom wide open, but there's Bodie Vosepka up to Estrom. Tries to put a shot on. Good stick by Henches. Now Zach Gilbertson will regroup for New Prague. Throws it up to Estrom. Estrom passes to no one, but Caleb Schmitz is the first guy to get it. As we're going to get an interference here on Orono. Bodie Vosepka is hauling down. Watch out, Dylan Keno. 6-on-5 here for New Prague for a little bit. Caleb Schmitz makes a good move, but he loses the puck trying to do a little too much. Power play for New Prague as they are going to call tripping on number 2, Alexander Johnson. (15 to 7-inch shots, Orono. Wunderlich versus Gerlach. Wunderlich wins it. Krocek throws it up to Gilbertson. Gilbertson gets it deep. Excuse me for the voice crack. Carter Cloutier throws it on. Good save by Anderson as Brooks Hagen's the first one there. Gets it deep to Wunderlich. Wunderlich fans on the puck. Regathers. Makes a move. Tries to throw it in front. It's stopped there by Gielen. And now Gerlach will get it out. Kolar will skate it off sides as Gerlach pushes Carter Cloutier down. And I guess it's not a penalty. Pure anger there for Gerlach as he tripped on his own feet and went off sides and screwed a 2-on-1 for his own team. And then he tries to take down our guy in anger. Doesn't get called. Still 5-on-4 here for New Prague. Estrom throws it back to Hudson. Gerlach trips again on himself. But now he has the puck. in the New Prague zone, throws it in front, nothing there. Kolar throws it on just wide as Gerlach does a good job of killing there. I'll give him that. Dylan Keno stops the play. 2:46 left in the period, 1:09 left on the power play for New Prague. Caleb Schmitz versus Drew Johnson for Orono. Vosepka will get it out. Estrom pressures Gielen. Gielen spins. Vosepka can't quite keep it in, so Keaton Dunham will regroup. Throws it over to Schmitz. Schmitz to Estrom. Good passing. Estrom gets it in the zone. Makes a move. Schmitz is there to help him. As Schmitz reverses behind the net to Estrom. Estrom cross ice to Dunham. Dunham shot. Good stick there by number 27, Owen Schaber. 35 left on the power play for New Prague.
Now is your time to get your checkouts. 10 for 20.
Schmitz versus Johnson here again. Vosepka sitting there ready for a shot. And he gets it, but can't quite get the shot. As Orono clears, Dylan Keno to play it. Throws it up the boards. Drew Johnson keeps it in for Orono. Behind Keno. Hudson Herbeck now. Will break it out. A little trouble with the puck, but now he's going with speed. Gets it deep on Anderson. Anderson will gather it and stop the play.
At the conclusion of the second period, we will have our checkout contest. Those of you that have purchased your guts, you can come over on the bench side here.
10 seconds remaining on the power play for New Prague as Jaden Manley will take the face-off. Zach Gilbertson keeps it in the zone. Fans on the puck as Shaver easy clear.
Spartans full strength.
Right into the gut of Dylan Keno. Off the shot of Schlotteroff from the outside of the zone. Face off to the left of Keno. Winkler versus Manley on the draw. And see ya, Winkler. Tries to jump. Now Forsyth will come in. David Johnson mishandles, but now Zach Gilbert said, here we go again. He'll get it deep this time instead of doing something fancy. David Johnson, good forecheck. Almost comes out with the puck. There he is again. David Johnson, good pressure. Now Orono, Forsyth will break it out. Number 3, Hunsley. Zach Gilbertson, good pressure there, as Hunsley has to dump it deep. Now Henner keeps it deep for Orono. And Jaden Manley, as he's looking up at the sky, throws the puck right into the netting. Hunsley versus Wunderlich on this draw. Herbeck's the first one there off the Wunderlich win. Now Krocek tries to find Hagen. Good stick there by Gielen for Orono. And it'll go all the way into the Orono zone. Now Hudson Herbeck will regroup for New Prague. Gets it deep. Henner can't quite get the puck. It's going to be Gielen versus Krocek. Krocek wins this one. Now Gielen will throw it up. Winkler now against Hudson Herbeck. Sauces over the stick, and good play by Keaton Dunham. Keep him out of the zone here. Good shot by Keaton. Throws it right into the glove of Anderson as the period comes to an end. 2-0 lead from New Prague. 16-10 shots by Orono. I think the reason that this Orono team hasn't scored a single goal yet, as our defense is doing an extremely well job of keeping them out of the zone. Both teams plenty of opportunities, both teams plenty fast, plenty skillful. It's a great game. We're going to take a break as the Zam cleans the ice, and we'll be back for the third. are back on the ice here in New Prague. Fast-paced JV game here for both teams. New Prague on top 2-0. We apologize, we can't update the shots on goal on the stream, but it is 16-10 Orono. Facing some technical difficulties on that, but I'll try my best to keep you updated throughout this third. Stay tuned in about an hour. Puck drop for the varsity game between two extremely competitive, high-skilled, fast teams. Heated rivalry, some may say. Battle of the Trojans. As Jackson Knight and Orono make the trip down here to New Prague, and they'll try to take on Walker Anderson and Kate Borwich in the New Prague Trojans. That's Kate in them, right? Now Schaber will get it in for Orono. Gerlach keeps it deep, throw it up the boards to Schaber. And now Alexander Johnson will keep it in. 5 guys on the puck for New Prague, and Orono still comes out with a good kick save by Dylan Kina. 17th shot for Orono. As they're going to change up their forwards here, Forsyth, Henches, and Drew Johnson come out for Orono. Facing off against Jane Manley, Joe Newman, and David Johnson. Keaton Dunham, Hudson Herbeck on the back end. As Alexander Johnson will keep it in for Orono. Then David Johnson for New Prague has troubles with the puck, trying to get it out. Throws it back to Hudson. Hudson misses the puck. There's Forsyth for Orono. Throws it back behind the net. Drew Johnson keeps it deep. Right back to Drew Johnson. Shot, no shot, because David Johnson was there with the pressure. Good save by Dylan, and no rebound for Orono as they miss. Now David Johnson with speed, tries to make a move, loses the puck. Puck's deep. David Johnson powers through Renner. And Jaden Manley tries. Now Joe Newman, fans on the pass, trying to get it to the point, and Hedges will break it out for Orono. Forsyth crosses the blue, throws one on. Easy for Dylan Kenow. Nash Winkler, the centerman for Orono, loses the faceoff to Caleb Schmitz. And now Bodie Vosepka will get the puck out. Aiden Estrom fumbles the puck, loses it to Kolar. Now Winkler, across the blue, leaves it for Colby. Colby was not expecting it. And here comes New Prague 2-on-2. Schmitz, 360, nope. Schmitz, shot, block, Gielan. What we see out of Caleb Schmitz, just creativity. New fancy move every time he gets the puck. As Gielan throws it around. Vosepka's there, keeps it deep. Now Estrom in the corner. Tries to pressure, Mushits, brings it around. Colby, intercepted by Schmitz, tries to make a toe drag, can't. Winkler will get it out. Now Zach Gilbertson turns it back up. Caleb Schmitz, once again with the puck. Makes a shifty move. He'll get it in. Schmitz looking for options. Gilbertson. Gilbertson shot just wide of the net. Estrom was almost there to tap it in, but not quite. As it will be offsides, and Caleb Schmitz absolutely owned Kalen Colby there. Now Wunderlich versus Gerlach on the draw. Say Gerlach got the best of him on that one as Orono gets it deep. Keaton Dunham throws it up. And now Gavin Wunderlich gets it out. Heavy pressure from Wunderlich as the puck goes right under Hudson Herbeck's stick and into the New Prague zone. Good hit by Keaton Dunham on Rutherford. As Rutherford will throw it up to Alexander Johnson. Good move at the blue line. Shot off the pad of Keaton Dunham. Good block. Keaton Dunham will put his man into the board. Good hit. Make him in as long as Zach Gilbertson. Both defensemen having a great game today. Doing their jobs, putting their bodies in other bodies. Sticks in lanes. Doing what they need to do to help out goalie Dylan Kenow. Now Rutherford tries to shoot, and once again, Keaton Dunham interrupts. And once again, Keaton Dunham puts a body into a board. Now Dunham will try to break it out. And here's Brooks Hagen. Passes right into an Orono stick. Orono keeps it deep, pinches, and a 1-on-5 in the zone. Gilbertson has no idea where the puck is. Wunderlich will find it for him and throws it into the stratosphere. 20 shots for Orono, 11 for New Prague. Orono definitely came out hotter this third period. They're definitely owning them. .11:06 left in regulation. As a good tie-up by Jaden Manley. David Johnson tries to skate through the face-off. Now Logan Muschitz uses his glove to keep the puck in. Henches throws to the slot off the skate. Oh, the guy wearing red, but Dylan Kenow takes care of business. That face-off's going to go to the left of Kenow. As Drew Johnson will draw against Jaden Manley. Manley wins it. Cloutier tries to clear. Logan Muschitz keeps it in. Now Zach Gilbertson will throw it off the boards. David Johnson's going to try to win a race, and he does. David Johnson, shot off the outside of the net. Net was empty for a little bit. And that is going to be a slash from David Johnson. He will go serve 2 minutes for slashing. We'll get a first look at an Orono power play early in the third period here. Kalen Colby will take the draw for Orono, as they only have 4 guys on the ice. Colby wins it. But Hudson Herbeck turns it over. I don't know why Aiden Estrom tried to deflect that. But it does get deep. Good play by Hudson. And that will be icing by Orono. As a not so great pass there by Tyler Renner. Caleb Schmitz, Aiden Estrom, Hudson Herbeck, and Keaton Dunham killing here for New Prague in Orono's zone. Schmitz ties his guy up. It's a mess on the dot. Orono comes out with it. Drew Johnson throws it up to Kolar, and he does not see the puck, and they're going to call that one off. No icing. Keaton Dunham gets a weird bounce off the boards. Unfortunate for New Prague. Saved by Dylan. Covered by Dylan. Good awareness there by Kenow. Unfortunate for Dunham, as he catches a weird sliver in the boards. He spits the puck right out into the slot for Drew Johnson. But once again, Dylan Kenow takes care of business. 1:25 left here on this New Prague penalty kill. Will Henches will take the draw for Orono against Jaden Manley. Henches gets the best of him. Big shot there from Schlotterhoff, but it rings out of the zone as Bodie Vasepka off the glove just high of the net. Manley throws it back on Anderson. Redirected. I mean, obviously, Zach Gilbertson's goal off the glove of Anderson went in, and that one nearly went in off the glove of Anderson as Keaton Dunham blocks another huge shot. Showing some great poise tonight. Gielan holds it in, tries to get a shot. Good tip by Shaber. Just goes wide. Now Manley will clear the zone. 40 seconds left on this Orono power play. Gielan will be the first guy to the puck. 9 minutes left in regulation. Now Gerlach mishandles. Bodie can't quite pressure. Schlotteroff will finally get it in for Orono. Gilbertson softly puts it up the boards. Good save by Keno. Henches throws it. Good block by Gilbertson. Pass into the slots, intercepted by Vosepka. He'll clear the zone, they'll change, and that should do it for the Orono power play. Great kill by the New Prague Trojans. Here, when it matters most in the third period. It's gonna be no ice here on the play. As Zach Gilbertson throws it over to Carter Cloutier. Carter Cloutier gives it back to Gilbertson. Now Wunderlich plays the puck, gets it out. Krocek tries to pressure. Carter Cloutier throws it right to the Orono bench. We'll get a whistle and stop in the neutral zone. .23-12 shots, Orono. .808 left in regulation. Puck is down. Wunderlich ties his man up. Orono does come out with it. That's Alexander Johnson. Shot, it's in. Beats the blocker of Dylan Keno. And it's a 2-1 ball game. Great shot there by Alexander Johnson. Off the neutral zone face-off win by Winkler. Not much we can do there. Just beats the blocker, Dylan Keno.
Second goal, scored by number 2, Alexander Johnson, with an assist from number 21, Nashville player.
Now Winkler will cross the blue. David Johnson interrupts, and here comes Johnson with speed. He'll stop at the blue line, shot fanned. Renner will take that puck from him, and now he'll break out with speed. Throws up to Rutherford, which is tipped, which will be no ice, but he can't quite gather it. Gilbertson fumbles behind the net. Luckily goes right through the skates of Winkler. Now Gilbertson will wheel. Here's Zach, makes a good move, gets past the defenseman, gets it deep in front of the slot. Good pick by Colby for Orono, and he fans on a puck. Now it's deep in the Orono zone as Alexander Johnson, the goal scorer, throws it up to Renner. Renner will skate, get it deep. Hudson Herbeck will be the first man to the puck, pressured by Schlotteroff. As Forsyth gathers the puck behind the New Prague net, throws it up to Gielan. Gielan, good tip there. Nothing doing. One-timer in the slot. Schlotteroff can't quite bury, as a good save by Dylan. Another good save by the blocker, Dylan Keno. Now Estrom, another puck right into the bench. Stoppage. And here's the replay of that Orono goal, just beating the blocker, Dylan Keno. As Estrom breaks it out for New Prague, and Logan Muschitz with some really long, wide strides will get to the puck first. Now, New Prague's going to gather back. Keaton Dunham throws it into the back of Forsyth, and it's going to stay in the New Prague zone. They got a guy wide open in the front, but no play there for Orono. Dylan Keno stops the play. 6:09 left in regulation. 25 shots for Orono, still 12 for New Prague. A lot of energy on this Orono bench to the left of me. New Prague needs to find that same spark to the right. Now Johnson wins the faceoff for Orono. That's Drew Johnson. As Henches will get the puck, keep it deep to Drew Johnson. Now Kolar throws it up to Mushitz. Mushitz puts his whole force into that pass. It's a block shot there for Tate Krocek, as Gielan will gather the puck for Orono. Henches beats Wunderlich to the puck, but good play by not giving up there by Gavin Wunderlich. Stops them from doing anything too dangerous. Big battle on the half wall here as Wunderlich comes out with it. Now Cloutier reverses up to Krocek. Krocek with not a lot of time just throws it up the ice. That puck's gonna die, it won't be an ice. Gielan slashed by Brooks Hagen, but they're not gonna call anything as Gielan wins that one. Now Krocek puts his man into the boards. Good hit by Taden as Logan Mushitz goes down. Another block shot by Keaton Dunham, but this time he'll throw it into the netting. Here's Joe Newman, 2-on-1. He's got David Johnson with him. Renner, the defenseman, passes. Good stick by Renner. Not letting anything happen there for New Prague. Now Colby's going to break out with speed into the skates of Scheiber, but he won't be able to do anything with it. Now Colby, another pass in the skates, but this time Winkler's good enough to get it. Try to throw one on net, goes just wide of Key now. Puck's low, Winkler throws it right to Colby. Colby just, I don't know what thought process was there, but just turns it over. And now here's David Johnson here again. 1-on-1 with the defender. Johnson, move. Good save there by Anderson. As David Johnson can't quite get a good shot, but good opportunity there for New Prague. Once again, 40 minutes away from the varsity game, which is the final end of the Bermuda Triangle here in New Prague tonight. Right across the street, New Prague Wrestling. Also gymnastics as Rutherford on a breakaway save by Dylan Kenow. Good glove. Good, smart move there by Rutherford as he tries to do a little Patrick Kane move, slow down, but Dylan Kenow don't bite. Good glove by the kid. And that's the 26th shot for Orono. Good hit by Zach Gilbertson, knocks his man down. Bodie Vesepka, good breakout. Aiden Estrom with speed, trying to beat Logan Mushitz, cuts back, shot high of the net. Now Orono will break it out, but not cleanly. It's Gerlach versus Gilbertson. Gilbertson uses his big body, boxes his man out, but now Gerlach will come out with it. Puck's loose in the slot. Schmitz gathers behind Kenow. Schmitz throws it right to the defender, Logan Mushitz. He'll shoot, block, tries to shoot again wide. Henches, Rutherford, no shot. Rutherford falls untouched. Now Vesepka and Schmitz fighting for the puck. They are on the same team, remind you. Should be off. They're not going to call it. Good shot by Bodie Vesepka. Almost went in, and I almost feel bad if that one did go in. Missed offsides call there by the ref. Aiden Estrom finishes his check in the corner as Will Henches tries to break it out, but once again, not cleanly for Orono. Aiden Estrom will then dump it in right into the chest of Steven Anderson, the goaltender. Now Estrom, shot, save, puck loose, they blow the whistle. Aiden Estrom had Bodie Vesepka for a one-timer, but decides to shoot. Good save there by Steven Anderson as he faces his 15th shot, 13th save. Face-off won by Orono. they'll clear it out into the bench once again. Can't control these pucks in this windy Bermuda Triangle weather. Tated Krocek, shot way wide. But he'll get the puck again with a chance at redemption. Decides not to hit the Michigan. Probably could if he wanted to, as a shot from Hudson Herbeck is saved by Steven Anderson. Good win there by Gavin Wunderlich to get the puck right to Krocek. He'll try to do it again here against Drew Johnson. He does. Krocek shot, 5-hole covered by Steven Anderson. Dunham gets the rebound, tries to shoot. Now Brooks Hagen fails to gather the puck. New Prague will keep it in for a moment. Now they'll get it in for good. Renner rings it around. Colby tries to chip. Hudson Herbeck keeps it in. Krocek, man there for New Prague. As Wunderlich hits it, puts the boom on Kalen Colby. Great hit by Gavin Wunderlich. A guy like Jaden Manley, not a lot of size, but a lot of power. And really uses body out there. As New Prague's gonna ice the puck. And Orono takes a timeout with 1:35 left. Can't quite see the hit there on the replay. As we're gonna take another look at the hit. Just absolutely dropped there by Gavin Wunderlich. Shots are 26-17. Orono timeout here with 1:35. Puck will be dropped in New Prague zone, assuming they will pull the goalie. Should be 6-on-5 here for Orono. And we have seen quite a few overtime games here in JV this year. Wouldn't be surprised, hopefully not though, as hopefully we can keep this lead here and come out with the win. But we are a good team in overtime as a JV squad here. As New Prague's back on the ice, they're ready to go. Orono finishing up. New Prague's gonna send out Krocek, Estrom, Wunderlich, Herbeck, and Gilbertson. Against Orono's Gerlach, Shaber, Henches, Schlotteroff, Forsyth, and Renner. Gerlach will take the draw against Wunderlich. Ref is getting ready to drop, puck's down. Net is empty. Forsyth up to Schlotteroff. Schlotteroff over to Renner. Renner will get it deep. Here's Henches with the puck looking for options. Shot, saved by Dillon right in the chest. Forsyth crashes hard. New Prague avoiding the scrum here. Don't need a late penalty. Good tracking there by Dylan Kenow. Controlling his own rebound. Now Gerlach against Wunderlich, part 2 on this shift. And ref is gonna blow the whistle dead. Pushing Zach Gilbertson and Henches back as they're trying to cheat the game. Failed clearing attempt there for New Prague. But now Krocek will get it out. It's gonna bounce off and will not go in, just wide left. Krocek trying to get a bank goal here. Typical Tate and Krocek move there. The dump. Schlotteroff will come in and replace for Gerlach at the center dot. And Krocek jumps super early. Now Taden will take the draw against Schlotteroff. Taden ties his man up, kicks it out. Gerlach comes out with it for Orono, runs into the ref. Gerlach breaks it out of his own zone. Now Schlotteroff has trouble. Krocek, good pressure. Krocek keeps it in, but Schlotteroff will eventually get it out. Good deed by Gilbertson, but Forsyth gets right by him. Now Gilbertson attempt at clearing the puck fails, but Aiden Estrom pressures the point, and Orono still going to keep it in. 30 seconds remaining here in regulation. Herbeck putting good pressure on the half wall on Henches. And Wunderlich tries to clear, blocked in by Gerlach. Another clearing attempt blocked by Henches. Now Gilbertson will finally get it out. It'll be in ice with 16 seconds left. And New Prague changing their line as Jaden Manley, David Johnson, and Caleb Schmitz will enter the ice to face this Orono squad, who also have changed up a little bit. 14 seconds. Gilbertson attempt, failed. Schmitz now, attempt, almost succeeds but fails. And now David Johnson breaks. There it is, he scores! 2.8 seconds left. David Johnson puts the seal on it. New Prague JV will walk away with a win. That's what happens when you walk into the Bermuda Triangle on a Thursday night in New Prague. That'll do it here. 3-1 New Prague win. Dylan Kenow making 17 of 18 saves. Getting New Prague the big win. As the first half of this night wraps up, second half of the night will be coming up here in about a half hour with the varsity squads matching up in the final part of the Battle of the Trojans. That's all I got tonight.